Okay, guys, now that we have the generator back on there, you know what I think we should do? Still don't have the carburetor on, right? It's just yeah, it's just kind of hanging there. It's not thrust, the carb's not even in. But you know what I think we should do now that we have the generator in? Let's just, for the heck of it, let's go and see if we get spark out of this thing. What do you think? What are you guys' calls? What do you think? Do you think we're gonna actually get spark? Now, let me tell you, I haven't adjusted the points at all, right? As you recall, everything on that thing was had keyed shafts. So, you know, before we actually probably fire this up, we'll probably adjust the points, but I've done nothing. But they open and close. So let's give this thing a shot. Let's see if we actually get some spark out of it. And if not, let's try to figure that out, you know, why that would be next. Bottom line, I want to make sure that generator is actually working. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's take a spark plug out. Interestingly, this is the first time these spark plugs have been out since before we took the engine out of the machine. Obviously, we've had the heads off and everything else, but I never did take the spark plugs out. And they're still looking clean. So, okay, let's put a spark plug here. Hopefully you guys can see this. How can I do this? How about like that? Yeah, I think you might be able to see that there. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Let me just see here. Okay, you guys let me know if you see spark. I'll put the ignition on. Okay, we'll give her a bit of a go here. Oh yeah, we got spark there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Here, let me change the angle ever so slightly. Hopefully you guys can see that. Give her another go there. See what you can see. Yeah, we got sparks. That's awesome on that cylinder. So I think the thing to do now is check the other one, eh? What do you figure? Let's double check that we've got spark there too. I'm going to tighten that down just so I don't forget about it. Nothing too crazy. What am I doing wrong here, guys? There we go. Okay, let's get the other one out. Now I'm going to get the other one out, but I'll poke it through that side so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Alrighty. Get the correct spark plug over here. We'll try laying it over there so you can see it. Yeah, I think that should be pretty good. Here, let me walk around, give this thing a kick. Alrighty, let me know if you see spark. You betcha, baby. We got spark on both cylinders. That is exciting. That is good. We've got compression, we've got spark. So, yeah. So I think, what do you think? Should we put the carburetor in next? We also got to put the clutch cable on. It's all got to be done. So, kind of think carb next, because the clutch cable kind of runs past where the carb goes and it might be kind of in our way. So I think that's what we'll do next. Okay, let's carry on. Okay guys, changed my mind and decided we would do the clutch cable first. So the first step is to put this little push pin into the clutch release mechanism there. It's got a little dog and a little adjuster on here so it actually goes against there and will push against the clutch rod to release the clutch. So that's that step. And then the next bit is to put this. Let me show you. It's got a little deal here for holding the clutch cable. So the clutch cable goes through here and then it gets secured in this. So that's what we're going to do here. So this goes through here like that. And through the very center, we push our clutch cable. Let me just get it in there. Okay, great, like that. And we're just gonna make that just finger tight for now, so I don't lose anything. Okay, and yeah, then we're going to tighten it up. Yeah, and that will allow us to actuate our clutch. So let me just grab a flathead screwdriver here to do that. Let's try this one. Let's see if this will do it for us. It won't be too big. Yeah, the screwdriver is way too big. Okay, let me grab a different one. Okay, I've got one here. I think it'll work good here. Make sure that's tight up at the handle. No, it's not quite tight up at the handle. This is why we're checking, I guess, right? Okay, yeah, that's good. Obviously, this is going to probably require some adjustment, no doubt. So, but we're just going to get an initial purchase on this and see what we got. So, right now we'll try our clutch handle. Look at that. So that is working. That's great. Fantastic. So I think I may just leave the extra length on there rather than cutting it. As you guys know, when you cut these cables, they fray. Now you can get around that by then soldering in, but this one's already really nicely factory soldered, so I think I can just get around putting it inside the case like that and it won't bother anything. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, so I think that's a good initial adjustment. That's good for now. The next step will be to put the carburetor on. The reason I held off on the carburetor is I do have new cables for it as well, and the cable has to be run. It's a little bit of a tricky mechanism here that holds the cable into the barrel of the carburetor. So that might be a tomorrow job. I think it probably will be. We've accomplished a fair bit today. We've got the generator on, we've got spark, we've got the clutch mechanism hooked up and ready to go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You know what we might do is we might just put this cover on. Maybe we'll do that. Then we'll call it a day, eh? Okay, let's put on the right side case. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did take this out to my workshop and shined it up a fair bit. So it's not perfect, but it doesn't look too bad. As mentioned, maybe this is the wrong decision, but I'm going to just leave this bit of the clutch cable for now turned down, just in case I want to reroute it or rerun it where I need the extra length. I'm going to do that for now. So we're just going to put this on here. Just going to bend that down a little bit. Just sits in there. Stick this on. Now there's only 2 bolts that secure this right side cover. One goes in here. Oh, I got the wrong one, of course. Pretty sure I do. I think we need a... Yeah, that's the center one. And then the shorter one, shorter bolt here, goes in over on this side. Here. Try to get that started. Tighten that yet, get this into there. In the right spot. Hey, look at that, we are. Tighten them up good. Again, we're going into aluminum here, we got to be careful. Really tempted to put hex heads on these things, but then you have a tendency to over tighten and strip them. So just give them a good go on the flathead without camming out. Call her good. Yeah, good. How about that? Starting to look like an engine again, eh? Jeez. That's a good day's work. Pretty happy about that. So yeah, so the next bit will be the carburetor. Okay, so I keep putting that off, don't I? Yeah, but I mean, the carburetor itself would be really simple to put on, but this cable, yeah, I may not even film all of it. Just trust me, that's gonna be a bit of a pain. The reason being, and maybe I should explain why it's a bit of a pain, is you've got the cable going through here, but this is also oil injection, and the way they do the oil injection, so you can see the oil hose here. We're going to replace that probably, but that's the oil delivery hose, and it delivers oil directly into the carb as the engine is running. And this little filler tube here, this brass filler tube, has to secure down inside the drum here, and it's not easy. And you have to get that in all together, sort of as a one-piece unit into the carburetor when you put it on the bike. So it's a bit of a pain, to be honest with you. Very first thing I did when I got this bike was to take the curb off, of course, and clean it up, and as part of getting it going. So yeah, that's how I know that's going to be a bit of a pain. But hey, we've done it before, we can do it again. And yeah, that'll be the next bit, but it's going to be for tomorrow. So yeah, hope everybody's having a great day. It's Friday here, so I'm looking forward to the weekend and having a bit of fun. So yeah, hope you guys are too. Take care, and bye for now.